Everybody stand still! Quiet!
Do as we say, you won't get hurt.
You know we want. No time you fast moving!
Here, have a look at these.
Aye.
Not that good, but they do for a start.
Building societies, off licenses, garages. Getting cocky, this little firm, aren't they?
Yeah, too cocky this time.
Pity about the picture quality, Joe. Can't really get a make from these.
You've been watching American cop shows, have you?
The make, as you put it, son, is easy. One's black, the other's white.
No, Gov, what I meant...
I know what you meant.
All right, lads. You wanted a word, Roy?
Come in, Bob. Have a look at these.
All right. Not exactly Lord Lichfield, are they?
I'm sorry about that.
You got copies?
You can have those.
You reckon they're local, Gov?
Got to start somewhere.
Do you want me to put them up on the board in parade?
Well, it would be helpful.
You never know your luck. Might get a make out of these. See you later. Right, item 2. Muggings. Same as yesterday. I know it's dull and boring, this kind of job always is.
It never is on the television, Sam.
Thank you, Francis. We try the south end of the High Street today. Same setup as yesterday.
Yeah, and the day before, and the day before that.
Look, if you want out of this operation, WPC, just say so, because there's plenty to be done elsewhere, like traffic.
Sorry, Sarge.
16 cases of muggings, 12 handbag snatches, all in broad daylight, all along the High Street. It's causing us a lot of embarrassment. Dave?
Perhaps our girls look a bit too hot to handle, Sarge. No, I'm serious. Perhaps they don't look vulnerable enough.
Perhaps there's something in what you say. Any ideas?
Yeah, one or two.
Oh, yeah. We all know what one of them might be, eh, Dave?
But one more peep out of you, Edwards, and you're in dead bother, chummy. Now, unless you've got something useful to say, keep it buttoned, all right?
Yes, Sarge.
Make a note of that point, Dave. Right. Any other questions or comments before we move on?
No, Sarge.
Right, item 3, armed robberies. I want you all to have a good look at these characters. One male black, one male white, both of them armed. One with a small firearm, one with a hammer. So be extra careful out there.
Hello, Dave. Come on in.
Hello, Gov. How's it going? All right?
So. How's yourself?
Oh, fair enough, Gov, you know.
Well, what's on your mind?
Oh, well, I think I may be able to help you out on this armed robbery number.
How come?
Well, I think I know him.
Which one, son?
Oh, well, like, I ain't 100% certain, but I think I know the black bloke.
Who told you, Skipper?
Oh, no, I thought I'd come and have a word with you first, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hold on there a sec. Right, Dave. Let's have his name.
Right, well, like I said, I ain't 100%, but I think his name is Holt. Desmond Holt.
Desmond Holt. Good. You didn't think you'd be scoring a few points by coming straight up here, did you?
Okay, you know.
And it don't work like that.
I know that.
You're out of order, son. I may not get on too well with you a lot of times, but at the end of the day, on the same side.
I know that.
There's a word called loyalty, and when and if you make the CID, it's a word you'll have to live by. Come in.
What's the panic? What are you doing here?
Sorry to disturb your tea break, Sergeant, but our friend here's got something to tell you. Now then, Dave, you tell your skip what you just told me.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Detective Inspector Galloway, please, son. He is expecting us.
Could I have your names, please, sir?
Morning, sir. Chief Inspector Kurt.
That's right, Sarge.
Well, just stand there, lad. Show the gentleman up to CID.
Yes, Sarge.
Cheers, Sarge.
This way, sir.
Who's the heavy mob, Sarge?
Complaints Investigation Branch. Ted Roach is up on offer. Hello, Roy. They're on the way up. OK?
Let go of the bike, you silly cow!
You stupid bitch! You
Oh, come on!
Oh!
Two gentlemen to see you, sir. This way, sir.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Detective Chief Inspector Kirk. This is Detective Inspector Wheeler.
Sorry, morning, Governor. Up to me cobblers, innit? Almost forgot you were coming. Complaint against one of my sergeants.
Always a serious matter, Inspector. One best never forgotten.
There's nothing in this job that isn't serious. It's a question of priorities.
And you consider a complaint against one of your officers by a member of the public a low priority, Inspector?
Not normally, but in this case, it's almost laughable.
Laughable, Inspector.
You know what I mean, Governor. The member of the public concerned has more complaints than a packet of aspirins. Anyway, it's also trivial.
I understand how you feel, Inspector, but it's not up to us or you to prejudge the issue in hand.
No, sir. Just balancing the scales, that's all. See?
Chapman Street. Certainly, madam. 1 minute.
Sunhill Police Station. Sarge. Thank you, sir. Mugging outside Barry's Antiques. North end of the High Street. Yeah. If I could have your name, please, sir. Yes, we'll have someone there within minutes.
Yeah, whistle up the team, get them there straight away. Make sure June's with them, and then get hold of a car for me, will you, love?
Okay, sir.
Tony, can you leave that for a minute?
Right, Sarge.
Well, there's no doubt the neighbour is making a big thing out of this incident on the stairway.
Yes, sir. Her and Roach just can't seem to get along.
Well, she swears blind that Sergeant Roach deliberately sets out to annoy her. Is there anything vindictive about him, Roy?
I wouldn't say so. He gets moody from time to time, but then who doesn't in our line of work?
According to this statement from this Mrs. Taylor, Detective Sergeant Roach called her a nosy old cow and told her to piss off out of it. Very direct lad by the sound of it.
He's a bloody good detective, Gov.
I can read, son. His record shows that. Right. Thanks for the tea.
What happens now, Gov?
Well, the woman is making what seems to be a silly incident into a major drama. We drop in on her, have a chat. Often that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, as long as they've been listened to, something's being done, I feel happy.
The fickle public, eh? Well, thanks for the chat, Inspector. Oh, and I shouldn't worry too much. Me and my oppo here are dab hands at smoothing over situations like this.
What about Ted, Sergeant Roach? Do you need to speak to him again?
Not at this stage, Inspector. We've had a statement from him some weeks ago. You might just tell him to be a little more diplomatic in the future, especially where this Mrs. Taylor's concerned.
OK, Gov, I'll do that. Cheers, Gov.
Fine. Bye.
Oh, just one small point, Roy. I was checking the duty sheets on the day in question, and Sergeant Roach didn't book off until after 5 p.m.
That's legitimate overtime. We were up to our necks in screwings. We hadn't done all the calls.
Having a bit of a crime wave in this division, eh, Roy?
Yeah. Me and Roach had a couple of nickings out of it a few days after this silly business.
Oh, great. Nice to see overtime showing results. Well, that was all. See ya.
Yeah. See you.
Yeah, well, he fits the description.
Yeah, well, so do 3 million other blacks. Who put us onto this one, then?
Dave Litton ID'd him from those 10x8s we had. He's silly sod, blotted his copybook with the governor, though. He's a silly boy, that Dave.
He's too pushy, if you ask me. Right. What now, Skip?
Well, we watch. Suss out where and who, and all that jazz.
Bob. Tom.
What's the score?
Well, I've sent WPC Ackland along to the hospital to get a full statement from the victim.
How is she?
Mostly shock. Took a nasty kick in the chest. Nothing broken, I don't think.
How old did you say she was?
Mid-30s.
Descriptions?
As before. Youths. One male, one female. Nothing we don't already know.
Did she lose much?
Nah, not much. About £2.50 in cash. And a checkbook.
Check card?
Nah, had it in a pocket. Never keeps them together.
Thin pickings. There's a fair bet the animals will strike again soon.
I'd say so, Bob. So, what's the score?
Well, working on the old principle that lightning never strikes in the same place twice, we'll keep the team where they are, south end of the High Street, all right? I'll get over to the hospital and relieve June, send her back here.
All right, fair enough. See you later.
All right, see you, Tom.
All right, I'll get a man sent down from the yard. Best I can do.
Thank you, sir. DS Roach is a great one on firearms, you know.
After that public shootout in the street. Politics, Roy. Until the AC get a directive from the Home Office, we're playing it safe. How long do you think this job's going to run?
2, maybe 3 days. All I'm doing is an observation number at the moment, Gov.
OK, leave it with me, will you? I'll sort it out after lunch.
OK, Gov.
Oh, Roy. Keep me posted on that Roach complaint business, won't you?
Yes, Gov. I wouldn't say that.
Well, what would you say then? You don't seriously think those yobs are going to try it on with one of us, do you? I mean, the chances are 1,000 to 1.
Well, I know it's a long shot, but what else can we do?
A wise old Welshman, he say, in order to catch fish, man must put hook in water.
There's no such thing.
There's a hook?
As a wise old Welshman.
Hey, listen, the world would be a sorry place without the cut and thrust of Welsh wit and talent. Read your history book.
Yeah, just get the teasing.
No, it's not my turn, it's
You're
June's
silly,
turn.
it's up the stairs.
Dave? Parade room, 2 minutes.
Hammers, room birds, man, cannons. Easy, huh?
Boy, looks well pissed off.
Yeah, you get over it. It's a pain in the arse anyway. Anyway.
Sergeant?
Come in. All right. Let's both these off, shall we, Dave? You dropped one. It happens. Look, we all know you can't wait to get out of the Blue Surge and get on with the superstars. But come on. Why didn't you come to me?
I wasn't sure, Sergeant.
Cobblers. You were sure enough to go straight to Inspector Galloway? I thought... You thought we know what you thought. Kudos. Brownie points. Looks good on the record.
No, Sarge.
But don't make it worse for yourself, son. What do you think we are, a load of old mugs or something? Loyalty. A team. All working together. That's what we're about.
Can I go now, Sarge?
Yeah. All right, you can go. But you want to look at this first. I'll leave you to it. What is it?
Result of your CID board.
That duty sergeant seemed on the ball. Knew who we were straight off.
Of course he did. Bob Cryer. 20-year man. It's all in the file, all worth reading.
Yeah. All that forgot you was coming bit was a load of old cobblers. That sergeant was on the blow at the moment we were outside.
Well, of course he was. It's the way of things, my old son. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Taylor.
Yes, Chief Inspector Kirk.
Yes, that's right. And this is Detective Inspector Wheeler.
Oh, very pleased to meet you both.
Thank you.
Do come in. Please go right through to the lounge.
Thank you.
Please take a seat.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope this hasn't put you out too much, Mrs. Taylor.
Well, Chief Inspector, when your office rang through this morning, I decided to cancel my plans for the rest of the day. I thought it best. The quicker you learn the facts about that sordid young man, the better. Now, some tea or a glass of sherry, perhaps?
Oh, tea would do just fine, thank you.
And for you, Sergeant?
Tea, thank you, madam. And it's Inspector.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
And you're sure of the time, Mrs. Taylor?
Oh, yes, quite sure, Chief Inspector. I just rushed home from the market because I wanted to see Connors versus McEnroe on the TV. It was being televised live. The French Open.
3:50 p.m.
Give or take a minute, yes. I just arrived at my front door when that man and his trollop were coming down the stairs. She, I might add, was nearly naked. Just a tiny little bikini bottom and a very thin see-through top. Disgraceful.
Yes. Can you tell us what led to the argument, Mrs. Taylor?
Well, Chief Inspector, it all started some months ago. We have a communal garden here, you see. All the tenants have use of it. Well, I've lived here a great number of years, 15 in fact. All the tenants know me. They all know how I am if I sit in the sun too long. It brings me out in a hideous rash. So I always sit in the one spot. It's the only shady spot in the whole garden.
Prickly heat.
I'm sorry?
The rash, madam. It's called prickly heat.
Oh. Oh, no. No, this is something quite different. However, I went into the garden one day, and who do you think was lounging in my chair?
Roach.
No, Chief Inspector. Not your rude young sergeant. His trollop. I wouldn't mind, but she didn't even live here at the time. You do realise, of course, they're not married.
Yes, madam, we are aware of the fact. What happened then?
Well, I went across and asked, quite politely, of course, to have my chair back. You should have seen the look on that girl's face.
And?
Well, she let me have my chair back, but I could tell she resented it. You only had to see the look in her eyes to know.
But nothing was said? No argument or anything?
No, but from that moment on, your young sergeant has done nothing but be rude to me. More tea, Inspector. You realise, of course, he comes home at all hours of the day and night.
Yes, well, being a detective sergeant in the Met Police, Mrs. Taylor, he would. He has to work all sorts of strange hours.
Well, I realise that, Chief Inspector. But when he comes home at 3 o'clock in the morning and deliberately uses the toilet in the noisiest way possible. I know it sounds silly, but he does, and he does it on purpose.
How do you mean, madam?
He lives directly above me, Inspector.
Yes, we realise that.
Please, Mrs. Taylor, you can tell us. No need to feel embarrassed.
Very well, if I must. When he pees, he does it right down the middle, right into the water. You can hear everything down here. Everything.
Yes, madam. Most annoying, I'm sure. Now, getting back to the row on the staircase, what exactly happened?
Well, as I've explained, I just arrived home when they were coming down the stairs. He, I might add, was nearly as naked as she was. Just a tiny little pair of shorts. I merely asked the young man not to sit on my seat in the garden. That's all. Well, he got angry. He started calling me dirty names. He called me a silly cow. And when I said I'd complain, he told me to... Well, he swore at me.
Tell us what he said, please, madam.
He told me to piss off. The man has a foul mouth.
Could you tell us why you asked him not to sit in your seat in the garden, Mrs. Taylor?
Well, I was thinking of sitting there myself, Chief Inspector. It's the only spot I can sit with any comfort on a sunny day.
Do you have a portable television set, Mrs. Taylor?
Portable television? No, Chief Inspector, why do you ask?
Well, I thought you said earlier that you'd rushed home from the shops in order to watch tennis on the telly. Having a portable television set would have enabled you to do both. Sit in the garden and watch the tennis.
I see. Well, I intended going down after the tennis. Straight after the match, in fact.
I see. Thank you very much, Mrs. Taylor.
She's not going to let it drop, Gov.
No. She wants her pound of flesh, all right. I can understand why Roach don't get along with her, though. I ate the next bit.
So it's Detective Sergeant Roach for the high jump, then?
Right, so. No choice under the circs. Shame. Good man, good record.
Come on, you two. If we hurry, we'll make the Swan by last orders.
Drinks on the Welsh wizard!
No, not there on June. I got him in last time.
Come off,
What is
I'm
he?
skint. Besides, you invited us.
Oh, Gov, any news on that marksman from the yard?
Yeah, just had it confirmed. He'll be here tomorrow morning, 8:30, ready for briefing. From D Department, firm in the blue flak jackets.
What a load of old rigmarole. I'm grade A with firearms.
I know, Ted. Ever since that Baker Street cock-up, people on the top floor, they've been playing it all very safe. Anyway, as long as I get some cover for you. The last thing I want is for you to have to tackle some headbanger or under a shooter.
What's his name, then, this Wyatt Earp?
Detective Sergeant Harold Daines.
All right, Gov.
Yeah, what's the score?
2 of each, 10 by 8s, ready by 6 tonight.
Oh, terrific. I'll pick him up later.
Good. What's the time and mine's a pint, Ted?
Oh, I'll have a large brandy.
Right, I'll get him in. See you down there.
Yeah. Oh, Ted, I
Yeah?
forgot to tell you. Had the 2 rub reelers in today.
Oh, God, I'd almost forgotten all about that. What's it look like, Gov? Or is that an unfair question to ask you?
No, it's not unfair. The thing is with that mob, you never know, do you? Governor seemed all right.
What?
He's Oppo. 100% headhunter.
Oh, great.
Sorry, my son. Just letting you know to school. That'll teach you to keep a civil tongue in your head where the public's concerned. Come on, let's have a beer. Cheers.
Jim, have you got him in here?
Yeah, I thought I'd get landed again. Afternoon, missus. Can you put us up,
Another lager and a pint of shandy.
That's right.
How did I guess?
Well, Baden pal. What's this? The A-team on extended lunch break? Hello, Dave. You having one? Yeah, I'll get them in. That's all right. I said I'll get them in, all right? My shout. Bit of a celebration, you might say. Oh, you've had a result. Yeah, you could say that. What's the damage, love?
Oh, I settled for 2:30.
Yeah, what about a drink?
Oh, the drinks. I'll say a fiver for them.
All right, and another one in there, please. That's great, mate. Well, congratulations. Cheers. You baffle me, do you know that? Oh? Yeah, I mean, you and me ain't exactly the best of pals. You seem genuinely pleased. Well, I am. Yeah, come and join us. Yeah, I might cramp your style. You've got the wrong idea there, mate, but I forgive you for it.
You're all right.
All right, my son?
Yeah, all right, Gov.
I'll see you later, old son. Yeah, sure. Well, congratulations again. See ya. Happy now?
Yeah, well, we ain't sunk in yet.
Not there yet. Still a few hurdles to go.
We'll manage.
Yeah. I reckon you will. Come and join the team.
What's yours?
Oh, they'll be unbearable now.
What do you mean, now? Well, give him a chance. I hope he makes it. Make a good detective, he will.
Oh, yeah. Being a bigot and racist are qualifications for being a good detective, and Dave Litton's ideal.
That's what I like about you, Jim. You're so tolerant.
together now. Good morning, David. Right, good morning. Right, item 1. Same as yesterday. Muggings. Now, as you all know, we were very unfortunate yesterday in that I chose the wrong end of the high street. But that, as they say, is how the cookie crumbles. Despite this setback, we will continue our operation from the south end of the high street, for today at least. Jim?
Is it not possible, Sarge, to get the foot patrols from beats 4 and 5 to include the north end of the high street? With these 2 slight alterations to the route, we could get the degree of cover we need.
Good point. And not one that has slipped my mind. PC's Bloom and Darling, Peterson and Chilton have been notified of these patrol modifications, and it is covered on pages 6 and 7 of your sheets.
Morning.
Morning, Gav.
Morning, Gav.
Pick up those photos, Ted?
Oh, yes, I did actually, Gav. Got 2 sets of each. Got some good ones.
Let's have a look. Not bad. Perhaps you're in the wrong job, son.
It's a hobby of mine, photography.
You mean you got time for that as well? Right. You two better get on and relieve Reg and Pete. I'll bring your firearms expert across to you as soon as he arrives. Better take a copy of these with you.
Okay.
And tell Reg and Pete I want to see him before they book off.
Will do, Gav.
Right.
Wakey, wakey, time to go home, come on.
Oh, about bleeding time.
Morning, lads.
Morning.
How's tricks?
Oh, great, just great. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun.
No, me.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased for you both. What's the SP?
Arrived back from a Sambo club at 3:54 a.m. with, I might add, a bird with the biggest pair of knockers I've ever seen. Ain't stepped outside since.
Well, would you if you pulled a bird like that? You wouldn't see me this side of next Christmas.
Dirty boys, listen, the governor wants a word before you book off, okay?
Yeah, he would.
Right. Have fun. Yeah, we will. Up hold on.
You'd be better off having one of your mobiles down Granter Street, Bob.
Yeah, well, I'd like to, sir, but we're a bit light on the shift. You know, trying to keep the overtime down.
Oh, good.
I did manage to get one man here. The spreads us a bit thin.
Yes, I can see that. OK, keep me in touch, will you?
Right, sir.
Oh, sorry, Gov.
10 minutes, Roy.
Yes, Gov.
Agro?
I don't know, really. It's that Ted Roach complaint thing.
Oh, he'll be all right, won't he?
Yeah, but... Oh, look, never mind about that. Can you bail me out of trouble? Look, I wouldn't ask unless it was important, would I?
All right, what is it?
I've got a DS coming over from the yard any minute, and I've got to get him straight across to Roach and Dashwood.
I'll get the area car to do it.
No, I can do that. I want to see the lads anyway, and Sue wants a meeting in 10 minutes.
All right, what is it?
Would you take these across to the garage for us? Mix them up with some other photos and see if anyone there can ID them for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I suppose so.
CID, son. I want to see a DI Galloway.
Sir, gentleman to see you.
Detective Sergeant Danes.
Morning, Guff.
Morning. Straight through.
Leave it with me. I'll do it myself.
Cheers, Bob.
35 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. I hope this day finds you well in the middle of the week. Sure, if you can't be well in the middle of the week, when can you be well? Never make it to the end of the week.
Doesn't this bloke ever stop talking?
It's raining or sunny
Nerves.
because I'm buried in the bowels of the BBC.
Nerves. My old mum reckons it's nerves when somebody doesn't stop rabbiting
or
on.
anywhere for that matter, as long as he's buried.
Oh.
Now, what was I saying before I interrupted myself? Oh, yes. There's a letter here from Keston, and Pat says...
Well, well, well.
Missed you at Kempton.
Look at what we've got here.
No, it won't be long, though. Make yourself at home. I'll be about 20 minutes. As soon as I get back, we'll be off. I can brief you in the car.
Which is an all-bound number, innit, Guff?
Yeah. Straightforward enough. Right. Oh, if you want to use the canteen, it's straight down here, left, and straight through the door. And, if you need something to read, my newspaper's on the desk, all right?
Hi, Guff.
Hello, Roy. Take a seat. You know Detective Chief Inspector Kirk? Detective Inspector Wheeler?
Morning, sir.
OK, gentlemen, let's get straight to the point. Roy, this complaint against Ted Roach by his neighbour, Mrs. Taylor. Now, look, in normal circumstances, this would be simply a question of pulling Sergeant Roach in, smacking his wrists and telling him to watch his conduct in future. However, I'm afraid that since the Chief Inspector's inquiry, it's no longer that simple.
Oh? On the afternoon in question, the afternoon of Thursday, the 31st of May, Detective Sergeant Roach didn't book off duty until after 5 p.m. In fact, the duty roster book shows he booked off at 5:13 p.m.
I've already explained about the overtime needed to get a result on those break and enter, sir.
Yes, we know that, Roy.
So what's the problem, sir?
We have here a signed statement from Mrs. Taylor, backed up by statements from other witnesses, neighbours, who heard the altercation. And beyond any doubt, the row between Roach and his neighbour, Mrs. Taylor, took place on the staircase between 3:50 p.m. and 4 o'clock.
Well, he wouldn't be the first bloke to have taken 5 minutes off to pop back home, sir.
Detective Sergeant Roach was supposed to be a long way away from his home, Inspector. On the other side of the district, in fact.
He was also dressed in a manner which suggested that he was about to do a spot of sunbathing. So too was his young lady, who this domestic fuss is all about.
Police! Arrest! You! Keep still! You get up and keep still! Stop me!
Now then, Sunshine, be wise. Oh, get out the bloody way!
Oh, shit! Like you're right! Have it on your bum!
You're right, look. Jim, just stay with her. You're all off.
Mike.
DC Dashwood, the uniform Oscar.
Come on. Jimmy. Yeah, listen, I need the other unit on it, right? Yeah, I know. Den, not you. Take care of that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's right. So that's why I want it, yeah. Yeah, look, listen, look, don't go away from the phone. Just stay there with me, all right? I'll be back to you. Looks like your suspects are on the move.
Yes, just
Cheers, Bob.
Something wrong?
Yeah, Taffy Edwards, he's had a nasty in pursuit.
How bad?
Oh, we don't know yet, but it don't look too good. Listen, you know that little job you asked
I'll
me
do it
to
myself.
for? You sure?
Yeah.
Good man.
I'll call him on the way over.
Okay, cheers.
Anything I can do?
Only if you can work miracles, mate, but cheers.
We need any further assistance. Right. Thanks very much. But just to confirm that fire appliance and emergency tender have both been alerted already.
What's the situation? One of our lads buried under a ton of rubble. It doesn't look good. Get some equipment, sub.
Well, what are they up to, I wonder?
I don't know. Be careful, don't let them see you.
No. Don't worry.
Oh, no. Hold tight. And get underwater.
Well, why? You don't reckon they're gonna...
Just get underwater, quick!
Skip! Bloody hell! Uniform Oscar, this is DC Dashwood.
Could I have some postal rates forms, please? Thank you. Could I have 24 first-class stamps as well, please?
You! Keep quiet! You! Pass the money over! Move it!
We'll do as he says, for God's sake.
Shut up, for your sake! Just shut up! You and all if you don't care, move on! The bill! What? Where? I say, police officer! Out of my way, man, or I'll top you! I mean it! You move, and you're dead!
It's a toy. It's a replica. It's a bloody toy.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I wonder if they sell toilet paper.
All right, hold it a minute, lads.
This is?
Yeah. Yeah.
How you doing, Ted? All right? Oh, yeah, thanks, Gov. I'm all right. It's funny, I just can't stop shaking.
You've either got a love medals, chum, or you're an head case.
Oi, Danes! Up yours.
What was all that about?
What's the best cure in the world for the shake scuff?
How long we been here? 2 hours.
Hey, Jim, Tony here.
Sarge, what's the matter?
Look, why don't you two get yourselves back and get
Hold it!
cleaned up, eh? Hold on. You found him?
Well, I'll be buggered. Just look at that.
Anybody got a plaster?
Morning, Sunhill Police Station.
Hey, come on, shut up. Wallies. Anyway, it wasn't a real shooter.
Oh, I'll cut Mr. Modest.
Well, you weren't saying that, were you, Gav?
Of course I did. What do you think I am, silly? Hello, Bob. How's Taffy?
He's all right, thanks, mate. Congratulations, Ted. Another commendation, eh?
Yeah, I can hang it up with the other two. And my divorce papers. Yeah, and the red letter from the mortgage company.
You heroes are all the same, aren't you?
Ted, Sue wants to see you at the double.
Oh, I was just going to get my haircut, Gav.
Hey, say thank you nicely when he pins the medal on.
Sergeant Crime, Chief Superintendent Brownlow would like to see you in 5 minutes.
Oh, that'll be Lytton. Apprehending our friendly neighbourhood mugger.
What was it? Short right?
And he gave him a slap, didn't he?
Come.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Sergeant Roach, I've just been reading the arrest report on Desmond Holt. Inspector Galloway's recommended you for a bravery commendation.
Thank you very much, sir.
In the circumstances, I can only say that I'm going to endorse his recommendation. However, that's not the only reason for your presence in this office this morning.
Sir?
Sergeant Roach, are you aware that as a result of a complaint by your neighbours, you've lain yourself open to a charge that is tantamount to stealing?
Sir?
That as a result of an investigation by 2 senior officers from Scotland Yard, you could be suspended from duty and charged forthwith. And as a result of your bloody stupidity, you could have washed all this down the ruddy drain. This represents 20 years of your life, 20 years of loyal, dedicated service.
Sir, I don't understand. You don't understand? No, sir. I haven't stolen anything.
You stole time, Sergeant. Time is money. On the 31st of May, you had a ruckus with your neighbour, right?
Yes, but that had nothing.
At the time of that argument, son, a British ratepayer was paying you overtime. You were logged as being on the other side of the bloody district. You shouldn't have been anywhere near your home at the time in question. Do you understand now, Sergeant Roach? Well, do you?
Yes, sir. I can only say, sir, that at the time I was under a great deal of stress. And what about all the others I did do overtime and I never booked for them?
I am not interested in what has not been logged, only what has. You've been a DI long enough, Roy. How the hell did this get past you? This is what saved you, Roach. Inspector, having read your record, decided to give you the benefit of the doubt. He's left the matter of disciplinary proceedings entirely in my hands. You consider yourself very lucky this is going to go no further. You'll be informed of what disciplinary measures I intend to take.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Ted, what were you doing in that garden?
It was a very nice day, Governor.
Sit. Your so-called mate seems to have legged it. He's left you right in it.
He dumped you.
It's a shitbag.
It's
the way it goes, isn't it?
You're at a disadvantage. Good-looking boy like you. Coloured. He's on a loser or what?
Oh, just a bit.
They don't have a special place to protect boys like him inside. Know what I mean?
Well, I've heard of.
He won't come out the same way as he went in, will he? Now, I'm going to put something to you. I'm only going to say it once, so you listen, and you listen good. Now, if you tell me where your mate's likely to have legged it to, then I'll maybe have a little word with a beak for you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course he will.
Come on, you owe him nothing. He dumped you. Left you to carry the can all on your own.
I've got nothing to say. I don't know where he'd be.
All right, my black friend. You want to play the buck? That's up to you. Come in. This just came through on the way, sir. Tar, son. Right, take him back down, Sergeant. You blew it, son. Chance, have some friends in court tomorrow. Your pal Horace got picked up by the Essex police half-hour ago.
Well, like I said, the way it goes, isn't it?
Hey! Get him out!
Do you know something? This is a mug's game.
What, drinking?
No, you Burke. To force the job. Must be easier ways of earning a crust.
Yeah, I reckon there is. Same again?
No, I'll have a gold watch.
2 more.
No, a pint and a bit for me. And for this young gentleman, a scotch.
Which one's that?
Cheers. Ever thought of jacking it in?
Yeah, about as many times as you, I reckon.
That's a lot. One of these days I'll just tell them. Tell them to stuff it.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Me and all. Why don't you stuff your job right up your arse?